afternoon, everybody. It's Roseann White here from Live Fit in Scottsdale, Arizona. And today we are celebrating World Spine Day. So, welcome to all of you, whether you are new to our Life Pro page or one of our family of VIPs. I want to welcome you to this workout. If you are watching live, please type in the chat. Let me know that you can hear me. I'm using earbuds today, and I'm really hoping they're working. I'm going to just do a double check, so give me a second here to check in on some technical stuff, and then we will get rolling. Technology is great when it works, but when it doesn't, I see earpods are on, camera's on, we are good to roll. Okay, and hopefully my internet connection's great. So today is World Spine Day, a day that brings together individuals from all backgrounds, healthcare professionals, exercise specialists, experts, public health advocates, athletes, school children, governments, everybody to really celebrate across the continents the emphasis of universal significance of spine health. And today I'm taking you through a workout. It'll be probably well over 30 minutes or so with 15 different exercises. I'm going to just go through all of them, probably do somewhere between 6 to 8 reps, varies depending on what the exercise is. Quality movement versus quantity is always the name of my game. We're going to be doing everything on vibration platform. I have the Rumble Pro 4D right now. Whatever vibration platform you use is perfect for you. So this World Spine Day is an initiative that urges people to be really aware of spinal pain and disability. And I hope this workout will empower you and your family and your friends to adopt some really great strategies to maintain spinal health. And their slogan is support your spine. So let's dive in. Well, you'll need a few props, regardless of what your platform is. I have a yoga blanket here because we're going to be laying on it. So you could use a towel, but I'd like something really padded, okay? You might even use a soft bed pillow if you want something like that. I also have a yoga bolster. I may not use this, but I want to suggest this for some of you that have a really hard time laying on your belly and holding your stomach muscles in. Very difficult, but with training, that works. And then the other prop I will use, this one is a great one to have. It comes with the Horizon Balance Trainer, is the mini stability ball from Life Pro. So those are our different props we're going to need today. And from here, we'll be able to go further into our workout. So let's just take a few minutes to make sure people are joining us today, that we are live. Yep, we are live. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to put my vibration platform. I'm going to go on oscillation. If you have the Rumblex and you want to use a different motor, you want to go pulsation, cool, you want to go lateral, but the whole concept is vibration for the spine. For those of you that cannot get on the floor, a word of a suggestion. You can do many of these exercises seated. There will be a time I'm on my belly. You won't be able to do those, but you can look at what I'm doing and maybe adapt that. If you have questions, type them in the chat. If you have other concerns, private message me, and I'll be happy to walk you through these exercises because there are so many ways to strengthen your spine to make it more flexible and mobile, and we're going to show you right now. So I'm putting my platform on. I'm going in oscillation mode, and I'm going to go mid-range. That's all I need to do. I'm going to start seated. And again, if you have questions, type them in the chat, but I'm not here to chat with you. I'm here to give you a workout, okay? So let's dive in. We're going to sit on the platform. The most important thing about spinal health is your posture. So you'll take your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers and bring your head forward and pull your chin in. Just kind of let the vibration of the platform do its thing from the sitting bones through your lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, cervical spine, and we're just going to let the vibration do its thing. And I can tell you right now, I have a little clicking going on, a little bit of adjustment going on. The softness of my blanket helps me I still feel the vibration of the platform, and I feel my sitting bones, but this is my alignment. I want to always start with my neutral alignment and I'll work on from there. Okay. So you can put your hands on your thighs and we'll do some head nods. Now, just nod the chin just gently. Do not jam your chin. You're going to nod your chin and then bring it back up. You can even put your fingertips on your cervical spine, your neck, and feel the stretch. And then when you come up, just lift up a little bit. Try not to crank and crush the vertebra. We want to flex, exhale, and then extend, inhale. These are not big movements. My abdominals are tight. My ribs are not popping. And I'm just allowing this 6 to 8 to 10 pound bowling ball to find its place back home. Exhaling when the head is forward. There's a little more stress on the back, so my abs are in. When I inhale, the chest lifts, but my ribs want to pop, and I want to keep my abs pulled in. So these are very simple, but very controlled movements. And we'll do 2 more. Take a breath in. Again, I don't want to wrinkle the back of the neck. That's why my fingers are there to feel my vertebra. And then flex, and I don't want to jam my chin. And then restack. And then we're going to go into thoracic flexion. Let me tie my hair up. So thoracic flexion is cervical spine and upper spine. And we can go ahead and tuck the chin and flex over. I want you to feel your rib cage coming down toward the hip bone. That's your thoracic flexion. And then restack up to tall. Breathe in, nod chin to chest, and pull belly button up in an exhale. It's right mid ribs that you feel the contraction. You're going to feel your obliques working. And exhale, tuck chin to chest. You can put your hands on your ribs, touch your body so you feel movement, and then extend. When you flex forward, your shoulder blades slide forward and apart slightly. When you restack, your shoulder blades draw together and down your spine. So we're talking about strength, mobility, flexibility in the subtlest of ways, but it's about feeling. Okay, feeling the range of motion for you without dumping. I don't want to be a cashew back. I don't want to shrug my shoulders. I'm simply flexing in, feeling the abdominals pulling in, and then back up. So like I said, 6 to 8 reps is all we're doing. Now I'm going to go into lumbar flexion. You have choices. If you're sitting on a chair, legs can be wide. You can have your feet together, knees apart on this, because we're going to go now chin to chest, flex the upper spine, and now the lower spine. Exhale all your air out. Then inhale, restack it up. So think that you've got a ball. Actually, let me grab this ball. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to flex over this ball. Breathe in. Now chin to chest, exhale. And I'm pulling that ball in, and then I'm going to restack up over it. Try that a few times so you get the feel of what I'm talking about. I am not hinging at my hips. Tuck the chin, press the ball in, and come up and over. Crown of the head reaching forward. Hold here. Feel the stretch in your lumbar spine. And then exhale it up, or inhale it up. Okay, we'll do 3 more because that's starting to feel really good in my lower back. Crown of the head to the sky. Get length in your spine. Inhale. Chin to chest. Exhale. Pull the belly in. Blow all the air out. You're coming over the ball. Breathe in here. Breathe out here. Breathe in again. Feel the stretch. And then let's exhale up. Squeeze belly and stack up. And 1 more of these. These are a really gentle but effective way to get mobility in your spinal column. Flexing over. Breathe into it. Give yourself some time. My abs are working like crazy to keep me flexed over, not dumped. Take another breath. And then from tailbone to pelvis to middle back to upper back, I'm stacked. Great. Now, rotation is another thing that we want to make sure that we're allowing great range of motion, but also keeping the vertebra stacked. So I'm going to use my ball for a point of reference because it's not my arms that do the work when I rotate, it's my torso. So I'm going to gently push the ball, press it into my hands, breathe in and get tall. Lift And then we're going to go ahead and it's chest, shoulders, and then head, and then come back. I'm going into thoracic rotation. It's chest, shoulders, and then I'll turn my head and then restack. My pelvis stays still. Chest, and say it so you feel it. Shoulders and head, and unwind. Take a breath, rotate chest, shoulders, and head. We'll do one more of these. I'm only going to do a few because I have so many things to go through on this. Take a breath. Sit tall. Feel your heart lifting into the ball. Feel your shoulders. I'm pushing with my right hand and pulling that ball with my left hand to get more motion. And then my eyes turn. I'll come back to center. I'll cue you the same way on this one. Breathe in. Exhale your chest. So I'm pushing with the left hand. I'm trying to pull that ball with the right hand, but the ball's staying in the center of my chest. And then I'm going to get a little bit more as I turn my head. That is my thoracic rotation, okay, without shearing vertebra. So now that I've got this rotation, I can add a lot of arms into it, but I want to integrate just movement here. Okay, I'm not doing this twisting because this is not really doing anything for my spinal muscles. Okay, now from the seated rotation, we're going to go into a QL stretch. Your QLs are the sides of your spine. They're big ropey muscles. I don't need the ball. I'll set it down. You're going to hinge slightly, okay? Put pressure into your right thigh, and then you're going to reach up and stretch over. So I'm supporting my spine as I stretch over. The whole idea is I'm stretching these lower back side body muscles. Breathe into it. Let the vibration help you to get some space. I'm going to look down at the floor. I can look forward. Maybe I look up, but I want to be kind to my neck, so I like looking down at the floor. Restack your spine up. I'm going to lean over, but I'll put pressure into the left thigh for support. I'm going to stretch the right hand up and over and stretch. Feel that big curve from the right side of my back. Breathe into that. Get more space in the back body. And then bring your hand back up to restack. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale to center. Exhale, hinge, anchor, and stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Can you feel your obliques on the lower half of your body working? And then restack up and back. So even though I'm getting a stretch on one side, I'm bending, contracting the other side. A slight hinge forward. Support your weight. Reach up and over. Make sure you're not getting into your neck. I'm just stretching the side body here. Take one more breath. Anchor into the right hip as you stretch the right arm over. And back to center. I've got one more of these, everybody. Take a breath, sit tall. Hinge forward slightly so you can bring your forearm on the thigh. Reach up and over. Be careful you're not dropping your head. Think you've got an orange under your chin. So you've got this beautiful flexion, stretching, flexion under the rib cage and extension on the side body. You should feel it. And it should feel really comfortably good. Stack back up. Last time on the other side. Take a breath to get length from tail to crown of head. Hinge slightly. Lean over, up and over. So this is a QL stretch. I think of the QLs like the muscles under the love handles. And then restack yourself up and down. So that was the first 5 of these stretches, and my platform shut off. So that's 10 minutes, okay? We're going to go into our next set of exercises, and I'm hoping it's going to be 10 minutes of these. We'll see. I didn't really time this, so I got kind of lucky there. Okay, same deal. I'm going to go into oscillation mode. I've got a few more things seated. I'm going in mid-range here. Hopefully this is making sense so far to you. So I'm going to go into a seated rotation with flexion and straddle. So you see how my legs are wide like this? I'm going to go first to the right side. This is my right. I'm going to bring my foot inward a bit, my left foot in, okay? So I'm going to take a deep breath in. I'm going to rotate. Remember, ribs, chest, shoulders. There's my rotation. And then I'm going to flex over. And I'm going to use this ball to just support me. And I'm going to slide down and stretch out over. Now, once again, I'm getting a big stretch in lower back. I can put my hands on the ground now. And then I'm going to restack up. I'll do this 2 more times on this side. So I rotate. And I flex over. Imagine this ball, or use the ball, and kind of flex over it. So this might help you to feel the stretch. I'm not reaching with my arms. I'm letting my body stretch. Now, having the ball there will remind me to pull my abdominals away from the ball. And then I stack up off the ball and come back to center. 1 more time. Rotate toward the ball. So think that your belly now is kind of lined up with the thigh, and then you're going to flex over. Pour yourself over. Try not to drop your head. Take your fist, make a fist under your chin so that you know you're not dropping the head. And if you have yoga blocks, you could use those too to support you. Breathe into it, restack up, and rotate. Okay, let's do the other side. So the QL stretch and this rotation with straddle is very similar, but I think this one's a little deeper, okay? So once again, I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to come up and over the ball. I can rest the ball on my thigh and come over. This side's a bit tighter for me, so I can feel that. So I put my hands on my platform, and I'm not trying to reach so far. I want the crown of my head to reach toward my big toe. Get a nice little hamstring stretch too, and restack. Remember, tight hamstrings stress the lower back. So that's why I like the straddle here. Come back to center. Breathe in. Rotate, exhale. There's your rotation. And then flexion. Pull the belly in. And now my fingertips are coming to the ground. It just took 1 of these to get used to the movement. Restack up and derotate. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate your body. Remember, it's rib cage. I'm going to remind you 1,000,000 times. I do this for a living, and we all forget if you don't do it all the time, right? Exhale. Come over that ball, not collapsing. Pull your ribs in. Relax your shoulders. Your fingers are there just to prop you, and reach the head toward the toes. Breathe into the right side of your body as you're turning to the left. Inhale, restack, and release. So much good rotation and flexion safely. So now from here, I'm going to come into a cat-cow position and I'm kneeling on the platform. If you're having challenges with kneeling on the platform, then this may not be for you, but you can always put padding, a lot of padding on the platform, okay? And I'm going to go into a cat-cow position. So remember this. Hands are directly under the shoulders. I'm going to look up my screen for a second. Hands are directly under the shoulders, elbows are in. We're going to do a cat-cow crossover, knee to elbow, child's pose. That's a lot, okay? So from here, I'm going to cat-cow 1 time. I'm going to extend the right leg out. Stretch it long. Take the right leg over the left. Plant your right toe. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of your body. Bring it back to center. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, nose to the knee. Here's your cat-cow. And then stretch out. Let's do that again. Exhale, rotate or shift right toes to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Feel the stretch. Feel the contraction on the left rib cage. Realign head to toe, kind of like a half a bird dog. And then pull the belly in, push the ground away. Exhale your air. When I lengthen out, I'm nice and long. My glutes are working. My spine is working. My abs are in. My chin is slightly tucked. I'm going to swing the right leg over to the left, cross it over. Toes find the floor. I look over my left shoulder, and I'm spreading my fingers wide. Breathe into the right side of your body. Breathe out as you return your leg to center. Do 1 more tuck, nose to knee, knee to nose. Straighten it out and place it down. Come on up off your wrist for a second. Stretch it out. How's that working for you? Okay. So I'm just giving you a little wrist shake, but you should be pressing from your pushing muscles, these pushing muscles, not these muscles, okay? Keep strong in your, what's called your serratus anterior. Okay, let's go other side. Shoulders directly over the wrists, belly pulled in. Okay, remember what the cat-cow felt like? We're going to straighten out the left leg. Push through the heel. Use your left glute. Inhale, exhale, take the left toes over to the right, look over your right shoulder. Contracting into the left side, right side body, stretching the left. Come back to center, breathe in, and now exhale, nose to knee, push through the finger pads. Inhale, straighten the leg. Keep the chin in line, head in line with the shoulders. Exhale, rotate, look over the shoulder. Inhale back to center, straight leg, keep it lifted long. Now push the floor away, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, nose to knee. One more time, everybody. Inhale, get long. Half a bird dog here. Exhale. Cross your left leg over the right, look over your right shoulder, push down into the right hand to support you. Inhale back to center, exhale, tuck. From here, you're going to walk your butt back and your hands forward for a little bit of a child's pose here. Nice stretch in your lower back. Take a big breath in and out and restack your spine nice and tall. Now, I'm going to go into a little bit of a downward dog, kind of a downward dog feeling. Let me move my platform back because I want to make sure you guys can see me on this. Okay? So, you remember what it felt like to be in child's pose here? I'm hoping that this is going to work for me. I'm going to walk my hands out further and I drop my hips down and roll my shoulders back. Squeeze your booty a lot. This is a modified upward facing dog. I'm going to push back, slide my hands back, child's pose, slide my hands forward, roll through it, extend through the spine, eyes to the sky, not chin, and then round back, exhale, child's pose. Inhale, let the heart lift, hips drop, belly is pulled in, and exhale all the way back. Restack your spine. So that was a nice little sequence or series that you could do. We're going to do a few bird dogs just to play with this. And if you're not familiar with bird dogs, I'll give you just an example. Tabletop leg, right leg out. Bring the left hand and pull. So I'm going to do a lat row. I'm not reaching my arm out because that's my neck. I'm going to pull and back. I'm going to do 5 of these. Pull and back. 3. Elbow to hip. 2. And 1. Switch it out. Tabletop. Extend the left leg. My toes are off the right toes are off the floor. And it's like I have a weight in my hand. I pull my right elbow to my hip and release. Pushing into the left hand, pulling the right elbow back. 3, 2 more, 1 more, and then come back. So that's my option of bird dog. Rather than extending through the arms, by pulling back in with an imaginary row, I'm working my lat muscles. These are supporting my spine. Okay, I guess it wouldn't be complete if I didn't throw some bridges in. Bridges are an awesome way to strengthen spine. Some people cramp up when they do it, and it's because they're not using their glutes; they're using their hamstrings. I use the stability ball, the squishy ball for that. So let me get off of the platform for a bit. How much time do I have left on this? Let's see. Oh, it's going to shut off in 18 seconds, so that's good. I get a chance to reset myself. So I'm going to move my platform over here, get a different angle for you guys so that you see this. Okay, yep, perfect. So that little sequence of cat-cow, crossover, knee to elbow, child's pose, extension, that was another sequence you could do in about 10 minutes, right? Less than 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. Good. Round 3. You can take any part of this sequence, divide it up in your workout. So that every day you're spending 10 minutes or so on your spine. And that's how we roll. Doing something every day to maintain spine health. Okay, so my feet are flat. You don't have to have the, actually, we'll take the blanket off so I can feel my feet. The ball's going to be between my thighs, close to my pubic bone. My elbows are into the ground, and I'm tucking my shoulder blades. Toes are pointing forward, squeezing the ball first. There's a tilt to the pelvis, and then I drop. I do a few of these just to get things ready. Now, when you're doing it, do not look at the screen. Look straight over your knees. Exhale. Remember, we're talking about good spinal alignment. If you turn your head, you're going to be cranking into the vertebrae. I've done 3 pelvic tilts. Now, I'm going to take a breath in. I'm going to roll up, push, belly in. A lot of people pop here. I want you to feel your belly pulling in. You're squeezing this ball. You keep squeezing it till you roll down through the spine and then relax. Breathe in, squeeze the ball, press the shoulder blades down, nod the chin to the chest, roll the spine up, feel all 10 toes, inner heel, belly pulling in, chin tucked, neck long. One more breath in and roll it down. Okay, let's do, that was 2. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, squeeze, tilt, press into the elbows and shoulder blades. So right now I am working my lats a little bit more. I'm definitely working inner thighs. My glutes are doing their job and my abs are pulled in. One more breath in and exhale, roll down. Okay, you got 2 more of these. This should feel so yummy on your spine. Take a breath. Feel the squeeze. Feel the tilt. Feel how your belly button presses down. You press it down to peel it off. Neck is long. Looking over the ball, not the ceiling, over your thighs. And on your next exhale, roll down. Last one here, everybody. Take a big breath in. It's the ball first, then the lower back. Tail tilts. Shoulders are flat. You're spreading the collarbones and you're lifting as high as you are comfortable without popping the belly button out. The tailbone's reaching toward your heels. Stay here for one more breath. Squeeze that ball and then roll down. Once you come down, you can release the ball and just let your knees hug a little side to side. Just give her a little bit of a few little pelvic clocks here and then release it. So that's great strengthening for your spine, your glutes, and lengthening your neck. Carefully roll up, nice and slow, and then come up. Okay, so I've got some lower trap work and some prone work. Let's see how our time is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show these really quickly. I should say that. I want to go through them because I really want to show you my side plank series. So let's put this blanket underneath again. I'll stay on the side so you can see me. And I'm using the ball to remind me, the ball's going to be right here, to remind me not to push into it. I want to pull my belly away from the ball as I'm laying on my pelvis on the platform. Be sure that you've gone to the bathroom before because this will definitely affect your bladder a little bit. It does mine. Okay, so I'm on my pelvis. Oops. The ball is here under my rib cage, not for me to lay on. And this is where you can use your bolster if that's better for you. I'm karate chopping the floor. And I want to feel, this is almost like doing a plank, okay? I'm going to keep my right hand down. Left hand is going to be under my forehead. This may be enough for you to feel these muscles on each side. You can always add some extension and then back. Rotate and back. Strong in both legs. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, karate chop with the right hand. Left elbow is rotating away from the floor. Here's 2. Make sure your left hip bone stays on the platform. And 1. And then just relax down for a second. Relax your spine. You can let your belly rest in the ball. Okay, reset. These are great spine extensor exercises, in my opinion. Okay, Hips are evenly weighted. Right knuckles go to the forehead. Hold here. Again, this might be enough for you today. Otherwise, you're going to rotate and back. I'm pushing down into my right hip bone as I lift my right elbow up. So everything's on the right. Karate chop left, rotate right, 3. Different on this side for me for sure. And 2, exhale. Abs off the ball, and 1. Come back to center and relax. So if that was a lot for you today, hang out here and get used to being here and keeping your belly off the ball. This will be enough for you to learn how to plank properly without letting your belly droop. Okay? Now, from here, I'm going to go into a little bit of glute action. So you see how I bent my my left knee. I'm going to lift up and down. When I lift up, I'm trying not to push down into the ball. Instead, I'm pushing into my left hip bone. I've got 3, 2, and 1. Extend the left leg, bend the right knee. Keep the belly pulled off the ball. Take a breath in. Press into your finger pads. Draw the shoulders back and lift the right knee and lower. Exhale. It's a great hip flexor stretch too. Breathe. We're only doing 2 more. Lift. And 1 more. And then to relax, you can lay on the belly on the ball and drop your head on your hands and relax. I'm not taking much of a rest here because I want to move forward. So the next version of that, if the bending in the knee felt pretty good, you're going to straighten the leg. I'm going to alternate. I'm going to call this swimmer. I'm going to lift my right thigh, left thigh, right thigh, left thigh. Do you notice my head? I'm not dropping my head. My head is in line with my spine, and I'm just reaching out. There's a little lift. If you get your thigh bone off the platform, you get 2 extra points. No, not really. It doesn't matter. It's more about keeping your hips square. 1 more on the left, 1 more on the right. Then rest. Okay, the third version of this, I need to show you this because it's kind of cool. Reset. Elbows under shoulders, hands wide, heels together, knees apart. Now this is going to be a lot more. Keep your belly from pushing on the ball, and you're going to squeeze the heels and lift. I don't lift much here. Lift. I'm pushing pubic bone down. Lift. It's really working the glutes. Exhale, and my spine extensors as long as I keep my belly pulled in as best as I can. For 3. Squeeze the heels. 2. And 1. Release the feet to the floor, slide back, take a child's pose. So walk your hands on the platform, drop your hips back to your heels, and stretch your spine out. The head is not on the platform, it's dropping between the arms for this stretch. And then come back. Okay, I'm getting close to the end here now. Whoo-wee, that's a good one. So our spine muscles, our extensors, so weak on so many people, I get it. Abs, and this is why we do this. I'm going to do a side plank. I'm going to show you both sides, about a few reps with modifications, okay? So what I'm going to first do is I'm putting my forearm under my shoulder, and my knees are kind of semi-stacked, okay? And all I want to do is lift up and down. You could put your free hand and pull your ribs up. And then also think about your head, okay? Head is in line. And this is a great way to start your side planks, just to get used to the feeling. Let's do 1 more. It actually really feels good. And it's great for shoulder stabilization. Okay, I'll show you from behind. Hopefully it's going to look just as nice. Okay. Elbow, shoulder. Knees are stacked. 45 degrees is fine. I'm lifting my bottom ribs, hands behind the head. I'm going to lift. See how my head drops as my hips lift? And then my head lifts, my hips lower. Exhale. That's 2. Exhale, 3. And 4. And 5. Excellent. That was perfect timing. My platform just shut off. Now, I showed you those moves with breath. You can sustain the lift longer and really make your side body, your external obliques, have to build up some strength and endurance. So you could do 5 reps, but hang out a bit between those. Okay, grand finale here. Side planks to side planks to flexion extension. Now I want to give you some options on the side planks, and then I'll do the sequence. I love this sequence. I use it in my plank a video I did for you guys while I was in California. Oops, I don't want the program. I'm just going to go, again, I'm keeping it simple. I'm keeping oscillation. Okay, quickly, let me show you again. So side plank, you had the first version. Second version, side plank, you can come up legs straight. Third version, you stack your legs. I'm scissoring my legs, okay? That's a side plank with forearm. That's what you can do this, or, okay, I'm going to show you one. I'm side planking to forearm plank to side plank and lift. So here's your option. Okay, that's option 1. Option 2. I kind of like this option a lot. Okay, I'm going to go into my side plank. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to reach over. Here's my flexion. And then here's my rotation. And then I reach up and I look back, and here's my extension. I'm only going to do 3 of those. I'm going to flex over like a rainbow. I'm going to reach up and I'm going to twist under, like going under the bridge. Now you can even pike your hips up here if you want more, but that's pretty intense. So I'll keep over my shoulder. I got a little carried away, and then I reach back. One more time. Side bend. Push through both feet. Come up. Tuck under. Exhale. Look under your armpit. Inhale, and then reach back and open up the heart. And back to center. Yeah, 3 is about enough. Okay, so you feel all that work. Let me do it on the other side, because we are almost done. I've got this side, one more thing, and then that's it. Okay, so I'm not going to show you the version of forearms. You already saw that. I've given you a lot of information here. Take it piece by piece. Okay, if you can stack, this is even harder. But I'm going to go scissor. Okay, reach hand to the sky. Look at where my hands are. From this hand to shoulder, straight up. Heads back. Take a big breath in. Side bend over. Get that big stretch like a rainbow. Come back. Rotate under. Look under your armpit. Reach the ball behind you. Unwind yourself. Reach back. And then back to center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, back to center. Now extend. Our spine was meant to do all these directions. Rotate, side bend. Oh, that feels really good. It's hard, but it's good. Nice and long. And then flex. This is even harder. Don't mean to scare you away, but you got to try this stuff. And then open up your chest to the sky. And back down. Okay, I'm going to end this with reverse table. Love it because it's going to give me a little extension work here. Okay, my hands are going to be pointing toward my butt. My feet slightly forward, because when I come up, I want my knees over my ankles. So I hope I got it right. Okay, think about heart lifts, abs pulled in. Tuck your chin a little bit. Remember that fist distance? Kind of keep that. Okay, we're going to lift up and then, oh yeah, I got it right. There it is. Oops, no feet. Okay, so hold this. Look toward your belly button. Lift your heart, press up, and then let your eyes gaze to the sky. Deep breath in, tuck your chin, roll through your belly, and lower down. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. Tuck the chin to the chest. Scoop the belly. Reach forward. Lift. Roll the elbows inward. Lift the heart. And then tuck the chin. Exhale and lower down. Nice and smooth. You've got 1 more. You can be light on your hands for a second. Chin to chest. and sweep up. Breathe in, and then chin to the chest and roll down. And you're done. How much time was it? It was about 40 minutes. I just chatted for a little bit. So, I gave you a lot of information. Some of this stuff might be brand new to you. I want you to take it in pieces. Seriously, I mean it. Take it in pieces. Do 3, see how you feel. I mean three different exercises. When you do your exercises, I'm looking for quality movement. What I mean by that is that you breathe in, you breathe out. You're aware of your breath. You're aware of your alignment. So sometimes 3 or 4 reps might be enough. But if you're going to town 8 to 10 reps, 15 reps, you're not feeling anything, chances are you're using momentum. And as I'm always reminded I hear Amber's voice in my head, momentum is not strength. Now you'll see me doing some sweeping motions, but I'm using it with breath. I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. So I'm controlling all my limbs. So folks, that was it today. I hope this was helpful for you. Support your spine is the theme for World Spine Day 2024. You are as young as your spine is flexible. Keep that in mind. That's from Joseph Pilates. I will be with you next week, and we're going to do some powerful movements on the plate. That'll be our workout. Join me on Amazon every Friday, give or take, pretty regularly. I'm on Amazon, and I don't know I kind of know what I'll be doing, but I'm going to let you guys check out Amazon and see what I've got up my sleeve there. I'll be live on Amazon 8 o'clock my time, which is 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have any questions? Type them in the chats. I check often. Private message me, DM me through Facebook and other social media platforms so you can find me. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I got to get ready a couple hours to teach some hot yoga. That's my latest thing. I've been working with a studio doing that. But I'm having a blast helping you guys to live fit and age well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye for now.